Hi everyone, it's Julie from Sprouts and Stems here. It is that time for the next quarterly plant tour. Last one, we did the spring plant tour in March, and at that time I had moved out of my old apartment temporarily into my parents' house. I had my plants all set up in my empty childhood armoire, which I actually really grew to like that setup. So I'm kind of sad I don't have it anymore. But now I am in my new place in Tennessee. Let's see, I got rid of a few plants before moving, just rehomed them just to make the move a little bit easier. And since I've been here, I've gotten a few new plants, so you will see those today. So we will get right into all that right after I ask you to please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new content. And please give this video a like. You can wait till the end to see if you actually like the video, or you could just do it now. And please also check out, my arm's starting to get a little shaky, sorry. Please also check out my Patreon. The link is right in the description. I post exclusive content there. I do just like little weekly blog posts and short form videos and stuff. And then I also do one like longer form type video a month. And I also post early access videos from what I'm already posting on YouTube, and those will also be ad-free, and you get your name in the end credits on my YouTube video. So thank you for checking that out. And okay, now we will get into, I'm super shaky, oh my gosh guys, I'm sorry. We will get into the summer 2023 plant tour. Okay, so I figured we'd start in my bedroom because I just have two plants here. I have, this is just a foam like guest mattress that I have airing out from just unwrapping it, but I have this big beautiful window that goes basically all the way down, and a perfect ledge for plants, but it's hard because I want to be able to actually close the shades at night, so I don't have too many plants here right now, but maybe I'll add more. So I have the neon pothos. Come in close here. So this one actually had a little bit of trouble when we first got here. We as in like me and the plants. I had it outside on my balcony, which I'll be showing you in a few minutes, but it didn't like that much sun. The balcony gets very strong direct morning sun, and most of my other plants out there have been fine. It's nice and humid, so they love it, but this one really was like unhappy out there. So I moved it back inside, and it's pretty much doing better, but it's still just got like crispiness here and there. So neon pothos and Dieffenbachia, also known as dumb cane. This is a new one I got at a cute little plant store around here. Look at the beautiful, like, how the leaves are like outlined. Turn it around so you can see it. It's growing really fast, which is awesome. Look at that chunk of variegation. It's so pretty. And that is that for my room. And now we are over in my living room. And you guys all know Mr. Monstera. He's been with me for about 1.5 years now, and he's just always thriving. Looking handsome. Handsome as always. I haven't propagated him in a while. Maybe I'll cut off some of his longer vines soon and do some propagating. And over here to the shelf, we have beautiful philodendron micans. Literally have always been in love and will always be in love with this plant. I can't get over this aerial root. Like, are you kidding? Look at that. Good job. You're doing so well. I love you. Yeah, I need to get like a larger, I think I want to get like a trellis for it as opposed to putting it on a larger moss pole. But it took so much work to get it on this thing. I've just been putting it off, but I really need to get something, some bigger support for it. String of pearls, that's just kind of existing. It's not really like, here, let me turn it around so you can actually. Oh, are these little sunburnt pearls? Guys, I'm not used to getting so much sun. Like, it's awesome, but I've never lived somewhere that gets like, where the plants have a problem with sun. It's doing fine. I don't know. It's not really growing or dying. It's just kind of like there. And moss terrarium, still going strong. Haven't opened it in like over a year. And this I made in one of my most recent videos. So go check that out too if you want to see how to make it. It was really easy, and yeah, it's doing well for the most part. This little leaf has a little bit of yellowing, but so far so good. And then down here, terrarium. You guys know this one too. It's pearls and jade. Oops, sorry, I got my finger in the shot. Pearls and jade pothos with a bromeliad, and everyone is pretty happy. No complaints here. At some point, I'll probably like deconstruct this and do something else with it, just because I like to change things up. I get bored, and I love all kinds of pothos. So I'll probably take out the pothos at some point and plant it maybe just alone in a pot. And then coming over here, I made this like a few months ago. It's just a little open terrarium. Sorry for the reflection, but I think you can, hopefully you can still see okay. It's even though it's all open, it still gets pretty like good humidity in here. This moss around the string of hearts is fake, or at least it's dried. It's just like craft store moss. This is pretty much all dead. I decided to stop stressing over watering it because it was hard to get like the spray bottle of distilled water in there, and it was just a pain watering these guys with regular water and then distilled water. So it's just gonna be some dried moss pretty soon, and that's okay. This whole bundle of vines is doing very well. We have Micans cuttings. We have lemon lime philodendron. Literally every time I reference this plant, I go, what is it? Lemon lime philodendron. And enjoy pothos. Losing a little bit of variegation on some of the leaves, but still looking nice. Ripple peperomia. I'm just leaving it in water for now, but maybe eventually I'll pot it up. There's a little shot of the roots. String of hearts. It's got one or two dead hearts in there, but overall it's loving it in this terrarium. The hearts have grown a lot since I put this together. And that's it for that. Now, syngonium, pink syngonium. It's doing 10 trillion times better than it ever has in my care, which is awesome. And a lot of these curled shut leaves have opened. There's still, as you can see, a good amount of them that have not. But I am happy with the progress so far. and the OG String of Hearts plant. Sorry, let me actually open this door so you can see. OG String of Hearts plant. It is so pretty and magnificent. The hearts down here, overall, there's a few little dead ones, but for the most part, the hearts down here are doing really well. It kind of got a little bit thinner, like in the beginning, and then started to get more full. There's the Syngonium. It's putting out new growth too, but just like some of these old ones still haven't opened. Whatever. I'm happy with things right now, so I'm just not gonna obsess over it. Corms, I actually just dug these up from my Black Velvet alocasia yesterday, and I gave that alocasia to a new friend, but I did dig up some of the corms, so we'll see what happens with those. Little baby Nepenthes. You guys know I love my little baby adorable Nepenthes, but I think I am going to order myself a big one, because like as cute as these guys are, they just grow so slowly, and I just want a big giant Nepenthes, and I don't want to wait, so I'm just gonna buy one. So you'll probably see that soon. String of Turtles is thriving. It absolutely loves it in the greenhouse cabinet. Look at all those little baby turtles. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then more cuttings, Pink Syngonium cuttings, Neon Pothos cuttings, just chilling here. And spider plant babies. I need to top off the water. That's from my spider plant Bonnie, which is outside, which you'll see in a bit. And then my new friend that I mentioned gave me these little spider plants from his giant mother plant. That looks magnificent and is really cool. So I'm happy. I'm excited to have these. I need to get rid of some of these. That also needs to have a little more water, but that is that for now. And okay, last but not least, we'll go outside, and I'll probably do voiceover on that part because there's some construction going on outside and it's a little bit noisy. Okay, voiceover Julie here. So if I sound a little bit different in this segment, that's why. So here is my big, beautiful Monstera deliciosa. I named her Mrs. Monstera since my Adansonii is Mr. Monstera. This one obviously has to be Mrs. Although they don't live together, you can see she's outside, he's inside. But yeah, I mean, I did get this already like decently sized about a month or so ago, but it is like exploding with growth and has already gotten so much bigger. So I'm really excited for that. It loves the humidity along with all my other plants out here. There's a new leaf. It's so pretty and shiny and new. And yeah, it just rained. It's loving the humidity. It's loving the heat. This one hasn't been too affected by the sun, luckily. And and moving on, here is my spider plant Bonnie. And those are where the babies are from in my greenhouse cabinet. Doing pretty well. A little bit crispy on some parts, but overall it's liking it out here and putting out lots of babies. And there is my crocodile fern that you guys know. It's a little crispy. The sun in the morning is a little too much for it, to be honest. But it still is putting out some nice new growth underneath. You can't really see it that well in the video, but it's there. I'm not just saying that. Yeah, it's a little bit crispy, but overall I can tell it does really like the humidity and heat. So, you know, it's kind of like a give and take situation. You win some, you lose some. Overall, it's still growing, so I'm okay with the crispy edges here and there. And there's my fishbone cactus and my succulent. They've also really had to adjust to the sun. You can see those red tips. That's just kind of like a quirk of the plant if it receives lots and lots of light, but thriving, growing like a weed, honestly, which I love. And succulents got some reddish tips as well, but still lots of new growth. So, you know, there's just some adapting that has to be done on the plant's part, but overall, everyone is pretty happy out here. And last but not least, the terrarium. Now, I put this out here and I'm keeping the little, sorry, it's hard to get a good shot. There's a nice huge enjoy pothos leaf right there. I put this out here and I'm leaving the door open because with the door closed and the sun, it just gets way too hot. Like the plants were getting roasted inside. And yeah, I think pretty soon I'm going to take that enjoy pothos out because it is getting pretty big. And I think I just want to like repot it in just a standalone pot because I really like it. And yeah, I'll find something else to do with that terrarium. And that wraps up the balcony portion of this video. So that is it for the July 2023 plant tour. Next one will be in the fall, so stay tuned for that. But of course, much more planty content before then. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. And if you'd like to support my channel, please consider checking out the Patreon link in the description. Last final shot, my beautiful babies. Yes, I'm sitting on the floor. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye.